Hey everybody, it's Thunder in the Spirit of Crazy Horse. Well, as you can see, I have my old webcam back, which has much better quality. Uh, I'll tell you one thing right now. I just went back to San Diego for 3 days from Sandy Valley. What a horrific experience. And I had to do it because I still had an apartment full of stuff there. And I went back in a whirlwind type motion, thunder whirlwind in to San Diego, and moved everything lock, stock, and barrel out. And when I was there, it was like I couldn't believe the toxicity of the city. It was just, I can't believe I lived there that long. I can't actually believe people, you got to get out of the cities. Toxic, toxic, toxic. Noisy, polluted, low energy. Oh, the energy. After being out here in the desert with no one around, and feeling the full, the full, what's the word I'm looking for? Magnitude of the energy of nature in the desert, and barely seeing a car go by except maybe once in every hour. Compare that with going back to San Diego, where I used to live 11 stories above a freeway, with just a din of traffic and noise and pollution and thousands of cars racing on the freeway. It just, oh man, I get chills just thinking about it. So I'm glad to be back, and I'll be doing videos again now. I was doing them before, but not regularly. One thing I noticed. Now I flew both ways, okay, on Southwest Airlines, which is a good airline. They're very good. They have the best pilots in the world, and I won't fly on any airline that doesn't have good pilots and good equipment, because I'm a pilot. But having said that, what a fucking nightmare going through the hassle that you got to go through just to take a 1 hour flight. Okay, that's all it is from Sandy Valley to San Diego. 1 hour, okay. And the shit you got to go through with the TSA. Okay, now I went into the Vegas airport. I haven't flown in a long time, people, commercially. In other words, as a passenger. And as soon as you get in there, man, it's like it's sheeple time, cattle time. And the people are just all lined up there, and they got their little ID in their hand and their boarding pass. And some of them have their shoes off already, standing in line. They have their shoes off. And there was this bitch TSA agent in there, and they were all over the place. But there was this middle-aged lady. Get those shoes off. Take those clothes. Take that coat off. Put that coat on the. Blah 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 blah. Take everything out of your pockets. And I'm like, holy shit. This is like the fucking Gestapo. So I took it. I took my moccasins off, and I put everything on the little trays, and they fed them through the machine. And then I had to go into the machine. It was like that machine in Arnold Schwarzenegger. I forget the name of the movie, but it's like goes back and forth, and who knows what the fuck that does to you. Raise your hands above your head. You got to put your hands above your head. I had my baseball cap on. Now, the people that went through it ahead of me, Once they did that, they were like off to the boarding gates. But when they saw me, for some reason, one of the guys goes, "Hold it," and he starts patting me down. Well, first he actually felt through my hair, if you can believe that. Felt through my hair, made me give him my baseball cap so he could look inside the band. And then he started to pat me down, but as soon as his hands touched my body, I sent an energy jolt through him that I don't think he'll ever forget. And he pulled his hands away immediately. I can do that, okay? I can send energy to people. And I didn't like the idea that he singled me out to be patted down, and he started to pat me down. As soon as he touched my leg, he just, whoa, pulled those hands right away, baby. He goes, "Okay, go on now." These people are Gestapo freaking idiots, okay? They have no right to pat people down, okay? Once you walk through that friggin' machine, whatever it is, and it can see up where the sun don't shine and every place else, they have not a goddamn reason to pat you down, okay? Like you're some kind of fucking criminal or something. I'm not happy. They did the same thing in San Diego coming back, only it wasn't quite as bad. Okay, they were a little bit nicer there. But I was getting ready to send another jolt, if need be, of chi energy from my body. So anyway, make a long story short, what do we got out there, people? Well, we got a bunch of fanatical, crazy, lunatic, Gestapo-type people. And see, this doesn't have a goddamn thing to do with terrorism. This is about controlling people. This is about controlling people. And it doesn't have a damn thing to do with terrorism. And wouldn't you know, right before I traveled, they had that Brussels attack and they had heightened security. So, and we know the Brussels attack and all these attacks, everything that's being done are false flags. They're not real. And yes, they kill people. Even in a false flag doesn't mean they're all crisis actors. They kill people. But it's not the people that, the people that they say do it isn't the real people. They're CIA people that are dressed up like terrorists. And these guys that they come up with, oh, we caught a guy here, we killed these guys. It's all bullshit. And this is going to go on and on and on, and it's intensifying. Okay, it's intensifying now, and they're starting to hit Europe. Okay, you better believe that it's gonna happen here. Okay, it's ramping up, people, and they're turning up the flames, and they're gonna do something here pretty soon. It's really pathetic. It's really scary. It's really maddening, okay? That these people out there, the passengers, when we flew as pilots, we used to call them the geese, okay? The geese in the back, they all just cram onto and I've never seen so many people in all my life flying. I mean, maybe it was just the route I took, but it was cram-packed full like sardines in a can. That's not a comfortable feeling either. When you're not up in the front office, the cockpit flying the thing, and you're back there with the geese, half of them are scared to death and have just been through it's like zombies being shuffled off to Buffalo, I can't tell you though. Soon, it was a culture shock. Okay, it was a culture shock going from Sandy Valley, the Sundowner Ranch here at Sandy Valley. I'm here now permanently, people. Okay. Uh, it was a culture shock going back there to a squalid. It was like when Sitting Bull. Okay, it was like when Sitting Bull went to the city. When he joined the Wild West show and he went and saw some cities, he called them refuse piles. He called them refuse piles of human refuse, piles of human refuse, and sewerage. And that's what it is. It even smells like a friggin' sewer in the city. After your senses become acclimated to, like out here on the ranch, it's it's toxic, people. It's toxic physically, mentally, and spiritually. So if you're living in a city, I really, really feel sorry for you. And you should get out of the city as quick as you can. I was worried about some kind of incident, false flag coming down. The color's going to change here because the sun's going down. I was worried about some kind of incident coming down where I wouldn't be able to get back out to Sandy Valley. But my stuff is on the way, all my sacred items and everything, on the way, people. And the shit is going to hit the fan sooner or later, and it's not a good place to be in the city at all. So get out if you can. Got to make some kind of sacrifice or do something, but get out of the city. Try to get into a more countrified atmosphere, a more natural atmosphere. And stock up, prepare, lock and load, get your food together, get your shit together, become a tribal person, become a true warrior, okay? It's time, and I've said this time and time again, it's time to become a true warrior and not to think about anything else except your warriorship and your spiritual warriorship and your real warriorship. This isn't love and light, people. This is the real deal here. This is in the spirit of Crazy Horse, in the spirit of Geronimo. Now, I want to talk for a minute to the people of the Campfire Council because I noticed one of the members who is always on there, Rick. Now, I don't know if he went on vacation or not, but I don't have his number right offhand, and I think Kay said she has his number. So Kay, I know you tried calling him once. Let me know if you get a hold of him. Maybe you can try calling him again. Because I'm a little bit worried about it. He is a moderator, and he is one of the original members of the group. And when somebody just disappears that's been on there every day, I don't get a good feeling about it. And that's how we are in the Campfire Council. We are a kindred group of people that are like family. We're like family. And we are into all the things that you should be into: tribal tradition, sacred tribal tradition, prepping, martial arts, spirituality, meditation, ritual, shamanism, okay? We think way outside the box, and everybody in there is pretty enlightened, except there's a few, that go off on tangents once in a while. But if you're interested in joining the Campfire Council, and we've had a few new members lately, the links are below. They'll be below in this video. I'd recommend it highly. If you want to bond with people that are tribal and think outside the box and are preparing for what is about to come, and just preparing yourself spiritually, mentally, and physically to live in a society that has gone way, way off the deep freaking end. Okay, gone way off the end. It's outside the realm of normal natural living. Okay, the world's going insane right now. It's going insane. It's whipping up to this high fever pitch of masses of people walking around not knowing what the hell they're doing and accepting things instead of questioning things. Okay, like these masses of people that get on these friggin' airlines and just go along with the program, and it's okay, and that's the way things are now. That's the new normal. No, it isn't. It isn't. And you've let things happen that you shouldn't have let happen, and it will be your downfall. It will be your downfall. And it will be the downfall of mankind, because there's not enough people to say, Hoka hey, like Crazy Horse, Hoka hey, it is a good day to die. And you've let these rats infest the society that we live in, these outlaws, these rats, these whiny, heinous bitches, okay? No offense to women on that. Take control of our society and lie and lie and lie, okay? About everything. I went through a lobby where I used to live. Got a big TV down there. And CNN was on, and they were saying, now, I can't believe this. Russia is the one that went in and cleaned house on ISIS, took them all out. But yet on CNN, they're going, isn't it so great that America went in and cleaned up ISIS? Hello? Blatant lying. Lying bitches, okay? This government is unbelievable. Unbelievable freaking liars. And there is nothing on the mainstream media that is the truth. There is nothing in the papers that is the truth anymore. It's all bullshit. It's all twisted and slanted to make USA look real good, and people like Russia that have actually done something to end terrorism, which was created by the West, by the way. This stuff at the airports does not, like I said, has nothing to do with terrorism. This is all a phony big boogeyman type thing, people. And you talk to people out there about it, and they're like, well, what? It's pathetic, people. And when you got people out there like that walking around that don't know, the masses of people that just bend over, okay? What the TSA doing, I'll get back to that, is rape. It's rape of people's dignity. When are people going to freaking wake up? And this is done everywhere now in society, too. They got cameras everywhere. They got shit spying on your cell phones, and probably through this goddamn medium right here, this computer webcam shit. They could be watching me right now. Hi. You didn't see that. That was off camera. Anyway. You need to call on the Walk and Yawn, the Thunder Beings, to assist you on your path. And Wakia is saying this for your benefit. Anyway, I'm just kind of giving you an update there now, and I probably will leave it there. I don't think that the peace talks in Syria are anything that means anything that's real, by the way. Putin's still playing chess while the West is playing checkers, and he ain't going to give up nothing, okay? Because he's got geopolitical strategic interests, okay? And he knows the West for what they are, a bunch of freaking liars. Okay, so I will end it here. And if you're interested in the Campfire Council, check it out below, the links below. We'd love to have you. We'd love to have some more kindred souls amongst us. Okay, I'll leave it there. Have a good one, people. Adios.